Hello students, welcome back. Today I am going to teach you the unit 10 training in sports. It is chapter 10 class 12 physical education chapter. First of all, I want to introduce some key points that I am going to explain after that. So first of all, number 1, you can see strength, then endurance, then speed, after that flexibility, then coordinative abilities, then circuit training. So first of all, strength. Strength, its definition, types and methods of improving strength, isometric, isotonic and isokinetic. There are three types of strengths are there. Endurance, definition, types and methods to develop endurance, continuous training, interval training, fartlek training. Speed, definition, type, method and to develop speed, acceleration, run and pace run. Flexibility, definition, types and methods to improve flexibility. And after that, flexibility, definition, types and methods to improve flexibility. And next, coordinative abilities like definition and types, circuit training, introduction and its importance. First of all, the first point I am going to discuss, that is the strength. Hello students, strength is the ability to act or to overcome the resistance. It is the ability to act or to overcome the resistance. There are some types of strengths are given, like types of strengths. You can see dynamic strength and static strength. Dynamic strengths are divided into three parts: maximum, explosive and strength endurance. Maximum strength, explosive strength and strength endurance. And on the other hand, there you can see static strength is there. Static strength and dynamic strengths are divided into three parts. After that, methods to develop strength. There are three methods: isometric, isotonic and isokinetic method. There are three methods, like you can see: isometric, isotonic and isokinetic method. Let me introduce about the MCQ question. First of all, this page, first question: the method in which there will be no change in this length of the muscle is known as isometric, isotonic, isokinetic or fartlek method. Which method is there? This is isometric. So in the isometric method, the method in which there will be no change in the length of the muscle. Next question: name of the ability which help to overcome the resistance with the speed is known as explosive strength. So here in the explosive strength, the name of the ability which help to overcome, so explosive strength is the ability which help to overcome the resistance with the speed is known as explosive strength. Then some short questions are given. What is called strength? Explain its type. Then answer is given like this: strength is the ability to act against a resistance. The following are its types. Strength is an ability to act against a resistance. So any obstacle is there, hindrance is there, and strength is needed to overcome such hindrances or obstacles. The following are its types. Which are the types of strength? Like you can see: maximum strength, explosive strength, and after that third number is strength endurance. So here in the maximum strength, ability to act against maximum resistance. So when maximum resistance is there, then your maximum strength is also there. Explosive strength, ability to act against resistance with speed. So here resistance is there, and overcome the resistance you need some strength as well as speed. Here explosive strength. Strength, endurance, ability to act against resistance under condition of fatigue. Ability to act against resistance under condition of fatigue. Fatigue means tiredness. So when you are tired, that time you are working like this, strength, endurance. Next question, what are the methods for developing strength? Write the difference between isometric, isotonic and isokinetic exercises. And here, first of all, strength. It is the capacity of the whole body. It is the capacity of the whole body or any part or of its parts to excel force. There are two types of strength, dynamic and static strength. Following mentioned methods are used improve strength. Some steps are given for increasing or improving the strength. So there are two types of strength, dynamic and static strength. You can see dynamic and static strength. There are some solutions are given, methods are given which are helping to improve the strength. Number one, isometric exercise. Isometric exercise, the word isometric is comprised of two words. Iso means same, similar, and metric means length, same length. Isometric means same length, means here when we do the exercises work done cannot be observed. These exercises require maintaining strength, require less time and equipment, and can be carried out anywhere. So this type of exercise require less time and equipment and can be carried out at any place. These exercises are helpful for maintaining strength in case of injury. So this type of isometric exercises are very much useful for gaining the strength in case you lose your strength in an injury. Like archery, weightlifting, gymnast are some examples of the isometric movements. So archery, weightlifting and gymnastics. Work done. What is the formula of the work done? You can see this is the formula of work done. Work done, that is force into distance moved. Distance moved, but distance moved is 0, but distance moved is 0, therefore work done is 0. If distance is 0, then work done will be 0. If no movement is there, that time force into 0, that is 0. These are the isometric exercises. You can see isometric exercises. Next, isotonic exercises. Iso means same and tonic means tone, same tone. In this type of exercise, when we do movement, it can be observed directly. This type of exercise, when you do movements, can be observed directly. The length of the muscles can be seen and called. So in these types of exercise, when we do movements, it can be observed directly. The length of muscles can be seen and called eccentric concentration and concentric concentration accordingly. Example, when you throw a ball, jump or run, weight training, this type of concentration occurs. These types of exercise is widely seen in games and sports. We can do these exercises with equipment and without equipment. Sometimes with equipment, sometimes without equipment. This increase the length of the muscle and are good for conditioning in sports. So in isotonic exercises, the length of muscles can be seen and called eccentric concentration and concentric concentration. So examples are given like throwing a ball or jumping or running or weight training. This type of movement of the muscles and toning of muscles can be seen. You can see the picture also. This is the isotonic exercises, sometimes with equipment, sometimes without equipment. Next, isokinetic exercises. In the isokinetic exercises, iso means same, kinetic means motion. These exercises are introduced by J.G. Perrin in 1968. These exercises are done by specially designed machine and are combination of isotonic and isometric exercises. So isokinetic exercises are the combination of two, isotonic and isometric. These exercises develop strength of muscle, and this type of movements are usually not applied in games and sports except water sports, skating, climbing, running, etc. This is isokinetic exercises. Next, some questions given. What is strength? Explain any two types of strength. What do you understand by explosive strength and maximum strength? What is strength? Name the training method to improve the strength and explain any one of them. Next question, 5 marks. What is strength? Explain isometric method in detail. Explain the advanced training method to develop strength. Explain isometric, isotonic and isokinetic method to develop strength. Now, next some questions. Next point number 2, 10.2, that is the endurance. What is endurance? Endurance is the ability to continue the activity under the condition of fatigue or for a long time. It is the ability to continue the activity under the condition of fatigue. When you are tired or something physically not good, that time you are continuing some activity, it is the condition like this, endurance, or your activity is going for the long time. So types of endurance. Types of endurance on the basis of the nature of activity, on the basis of the duration of activity. You can see two types on the basis of nature of activity, on the basis of duration of activity. On the basis of nature of activity, endurance are the three types like basic endurance, general endurance and specific endurance. On the basis of the duration of activity, this is divided into some 4 parts like speed endurance, short time endurance, medium time endurance, long time endurance. Some methods to develop endurance. There are 3 methods given like continuous method, interval method and Fartek method. Fartek method, last of all. Next, some MCQ questions are given, which is not a training, not the training method to develop endurance. So obviously answer is B, post isometric strength method. This is not the training method to develop endurance. Fartek method, next question, speed play. Another speed play is another name of which method? So it is the Fartek method, speed play. Next question, describe the Fartek training method. It's very important topic. It is another method to develop the endurance ability. This method was developed by one Swedish man. This method was developed by Swedish Gustav Homer in 1930. So it is also known as Swedish play. So it was developed by the Swedish coach named Gustav Homer in 1930. Once individual man was there, Swedish, and he introduced this in 1930. Name was Gustav Homer. It was also known as Swedish play or speed play. So another name of Fartek training method is speed play. charges his or her pace, himself or herself according to surrounding hills, rivers, forest, mud, etc. This method, this method helps in the development of the endurance of the sports person. Athletes athletes changes his or her speed according to this. So it is the self discipline in nature. The heart rate fluctuates between 140 to 180 beat per minute. Fatigue training involves varying our pace throughout our run, alternating between fast and slow pace. Actually, this method helps to development of the endurance of the sports person. Basically, athletes changes his and her speed according to this endurance capacity. And it is self discipline in nature also. The heart rate fluctuates between 140 to 180 beats. And fatigue training involves varying our pace throughout our run, alternating between fast and slow. Sometimes we run fast, sometimes we run slow. It is basically demanding or depending upon our endurance. Briefly explain the types of endurance. Briefly explain the types of endurance. Here, endurance is one of the most important factor for the high performance in the games and sports. Explain. So, answer is given like this: basic endurance, general endurance, specific endurance, speed endurance. In the basic endurance, it is the ability of an individual to do the movement in which large number of the body and muscles involved at slow pace for a duration such as walking, jogging, swimming at the moderate speed. So, we use generally moderate speed for slight movement like walking, jogging and swimming. And general endurance, it is the ability for an individual to resist fatigue satisfactorily caused by different type of activities. So, it is the method to resist your fatigue or tiredness that is created by some activities. Specific endurance, it is the ability of an individual to complete the tasks without any fatigue. It is requirement, its requirement depends upon the nature of the activity. Games and sports, requirement of the specific endurance of a boxer is different from that of a wrestler. Speed endurance, it is the ability of an individual to perform a movement with high speed to resist the fatigue in activities up to 45 seconds. So, what is the speed endurance? It is the ability of the individual to perform a movement with high speed to resist the fatigue in the activities up to 45 seconds. Next, short term endurance. Short term endurance, in short term endurance is needed to resist the fatigue of in the sports activities last in form 45 seconds to 2 minutes. So, example 800-meter race, it is done. Short term endurance is needed to resist fatigue in sports activities lasting from 45 seconds to 2 minutes. The medium term endurance, it is the activity lasting from 2 minutes to 11 minutes, like in the 1500 meter to 3000 and 3000 meter race. Long term endurance, it is needed for those sports which require more than 11 minute time, like 5000 to 1000 meter across the country race. Next question, differentiate between the continuous method and interval method. Differentiate between the continuous method and interval method. Describe its advantage. So, in the continuous method, continuous method, the exercise is done for a long duration, without taking rest. We do the exercise for a long duration. For the intensity of the work is low. The heart rate during this exercise, for a sports person should be between 140 to 160 beats per minute. For fast continuous method, the heart rate of an athlete should be increased about 175 to 180 beats per minute. Its duration of exercise should be more than 30 minutes. Running, walking, cycling, a cross country race, these are the continuous method. Advantages: doing work continuously in spite of being tired strengthens the will to work. Means your energy to work will be increased if you are doing work continuously in spite of being tired. Number 2, according to this method increases the red blood cells in the muscles. So if you are practicing this method, then your RBC will be increased. In this method, the working efficiency of the heart and lungs get enhanced. In this method, glycogen in the muscles and liver gets increased. Player develops self-discipline and self-confidence. Apart from this, their willpower also gets enhanced. Next is interval method. In the interval method, this type of method is very effective for the developing endurance for the track runners. Those who are running between the tracks, these are very helpful for them. Interval method. Intervals are given to the athlete in between the repetition of recovery. The recovery period of the athlete varies from person to person. The heart should go up to 18 beats per minute. When the heart rate comes down to 120 to 130, the heart rate should go up to 180 beats per minute. When the heart rate comes down from 120 to 130 beats per minute, again the repetition of the work starts. The training load should be given again after checking the heart rate of the athlete. So the heart rate should be 180 beat per minute, but when the heart rate reduces, that means 120 to 130 beat per minute, again the repetition of work, the work should be continuous again. The training load should be given again after checking the heart rate of the athlete. Next, middle distance race, football. Say examples are given like middle distance race, football, hockey, etc. Advantages: if an athlete performs these exercises in proper way, then it will help to improve the working capacity in the short time. Advantage number 2, this method has the positive effect on both respiratory system and circulatory system. Next, the trainer can observe a player easily. The player in short time can enhance its endurance. Next, the player comes to learn about the effect of the training. Next, if the player mistakes in executing, the coach or trainer give him useful suggestion during recover time. Thus, player's morale may be boosted. If the player mistake is executing, the coach and trainer can give him useful suggestion during the recovery time. Thus, the player's morale can be boosted up. The players in this way comes to learn about the effects of his or her training. What is next point? Endurance. Explain its types. Describe the types of endurance on the basis of the time with suitable example. Write down the method to develop endurance. Explain one of them. Explain FATEC method with its parameter. So I'm discussing this question. What is endurance? And what is endurance? Enlist methods to develop endurance and explain any one of them in detail. Next question, explain any two methods to develop the ability helps an individual to continue its activity under the condition of fatigue. Now the next point 10.3, that is speed. Now the topic is speed, and it is what is called speed. Its speed is the ability to do movement as well as quick as possible. Speed means your movement as quick as possible. Types of speed: reaction speed ability, acceleration speed ability, locomotor speed ability, movement speed ability, speed endurance. And methods to develop endurance like continuous, interval and fatigue. Now some objective MCQ type question. Which is not a type of speed ability? Which is not the type of speed ability? So answer is speed play. It is not the reaction speed, not the movement speed, not the speed endurance. It is the speed play. Next question, ability. The ability which is helpful to maintain maximum speed for long time. So answer is locomotor speed. Explain the types of speed ability. Explain the types of speed ability. Here you can see reaction speed ability, acceleration speed ability, movement speed ability, locomotor speed ability and speed endurance. First of all, what is reaction speed ability? It is the ability to react against a signal. And next one, acceleration speed. It is the ability to achieve maximum speed in minimum possible time. Number 3, movement of the speed ability. It is the ability to do a small movement in a minimum possible time. In a less time, maximum movement or single movement, small movement. Locomotor speed ability, it is the ability to maintain maximum speed as long as possible. Speed endurance. Speed endurance, it is the ability to do movement as quick as possible under the condition of fatigue. Now the question is given, explain about acceleration, run and pace run. Briefly explain methods improving speed. Here pace run methods. Pace run means running the whole distance with a constant speed. Generally 100-meter and above races are included in the pace runs. An athlete can run a distance of 300 meter and at full speed, but in longer races 800 meter or above he must conserve his energy by reducing the speed. If you are running very fast, then obviously his or her energy will be reduced, so they conserve the energy level by slowing down their speed. Example, if there is a runner of 800-meter race, his best time is 1 minute 40 seconds. His best time is 1 minute 40 seconds. So he should run fast. First 400 meter in 49 seconds, next 400 meter in 51 seconds. In this way, this procedure is called pace run or pace race or pace run. Acceleration run are usually used to develop speed indirectly by improving explosive strength, technique, flexibility, movement frequency. It is the ability of a sprinter to achieve high speed from a satisfactory or stationary position. From a standing position, take frequent speed or necessary speed. For direct improvement acceleration speed, a sprinter should do 25 to 30 meter sprint or 6 to 12 times. The maximum speed should be achieved 5 to 6 seconds. Sufficient intervals should be provided between the repetitions. So this is the end of the first part. In the next part, I will come in the latter portion with some more question. Till then, goodbye to all of you.